We're doing a little testing of the Cobalt Knipex. These are the 7101 160, made in Germany. These things are mini bolt cutters. We're not hurting anybody's fencing here today. We're just clipping some little ends here.
Just see how they work.
You think that's easier than?
Well, it's a lot easier if you get it all the way in the back. If you just try to use it on the front like that, I mean, it cuts it, but it's not easy. If you can go all the way to the back, then it just snips easy.
There you go.
You just never know.
Some old gnarly
wire. There you go. Look at this. This is telegraph wire. If anybody knows what that is. You get that in the back.
I don't know that you're gonna be. Wow.
I mean, that is the kind of wire that gives you a blister if you're using wire cutters.
I love these little Cobalt Knipex mini bolt cutters. They are amazing.
Wow.
And they're so small. I mean, I'm not sure. What size gloves do you wear?
XL.
I mean, so just hold that in your hand.
Yeah.
And I wear small or medium sized. And I don't, you guys have to look in Google. I'll try and annotate it. But what do you think these weigh? 4 ounces?
Yeah.
You know, you can throw them in a cargo pocket or a bag and not even know they're there. And have them with you. I use them all the time when I'm out overlanding in desert regions with my family.
You know, your inner pocket on 511 Apex pants, they drop in one of the slots and they don't move.
So what he's talking about here, guys, is in these cargo pockets, there's a little dividing pocket.
You know, I'm an old man, so what glasses go in there and they never break.
And then, okay, so they sit, everything doesn't pool down in the bottom.
Yeah. So they
sit like this.
Yeah, you can just drop them in. They're not going to drop sideways.
They'd sit vertically.
Yeah. And so they're just right there, and it's super handy. You know, cut that with the tips. You're not even back in the jaw. I mean, that's amazing. Obviously, if we get it into the jaws, that's easy.
So how tight is your hindquarters puckering?
No pucker.
Okay, because I find you really can break the daylights out of stuff when you.
There, one-handed, not doing any heroic puckering. I mean, you're going to have to squeeze.
Yeah. A little continuation here of our discussion. So Leatherman is currently now producing these replaceable hardened jaws on their multi-tools.
Yeah, and this is on the rebar.
On the rebar, but you know, the Wave Plus or whatever. And so we're just talking about some of the differences here between these two. The Leatherman has other tools, knives and screwdrivers and things that are really nice, a little saw, all kinds of great things. What do you like about the Knipex?
Well, the Knipex have such short jaws. You can get this up into the wire easier because it's only from here in. Whereas here,
you got to fight it all the way in.
You got to go all the way in here.
Yeah.
Of course, the other big thing is when I squeezed really hard on this with all my might, you're squeezing on this. You're squeezing on this, a hollow handle with the two edges. And when you do that with all your might, it hurts.
Yeah.
These are made for it. I mean, you know, it's a purpose-built tool versus a multi-tool. I get it. This is fantastic. There is a notch in there, which is fantastic. If you can get it in there, I mean, you really can squeeze. But it still hurts when you squeeze down on this. I was surprised.
Yeah, no. That's a multi-tool. This is a single-use tool.
There you go.